evening. I'm Alex Cardenas. So positive effect in the workplace. So like brainstorming, enthusiasm, excitement. It increases openness to new possibilities, and it also encourages employees to collaborate with each other, express their ideas, and it also gives them the opportunity to expand on other suggestions or on other ideas to come up with a bigger idea that everybody has collaborated on. Um, so at my old job when I was the manager, I had to come up with a bunch of ideas to ensure that caterings were done effectively and to make sure that we got all of the ingredients, to make sure we got all of the correct orders done in time. And I had everybody come together so we could come up with a way to set up a good, like, assembly line in a way. So I had everybody come up with ideas of how they can assure that the catering would be done in time and how they could feel that they were included in the process. It creates more optimism and enthusiasm when working on caterings or projects as a team. On the other hand, negative effect. So when you're more serious or when you express frustration, this promotes or it incentivizes people to make sure that they're focused and to make sure that they double check and they fact check all of the work that they're doing. So when I had like my leads, when I had them closing the safe at night or closing the registers or going into the safe, I made sure to reiterate the fact that the safe needed to be at a certain amount every night, and I needed them to be extra detail oriented, especially when counting the money, to make sure that everything was counted correctly, so that when I had to go to the bank, it would be much simpler for me, and it would be much simpler for the bank tellers when they were looking at the deposits and looking at the amount that was in each slip. This asserted a sense of focus, and it also ensured that my employees were getting the job done and they were as detail oriented as I needed them to be, especially in those moments, because money is extremely important in a business and it needs to be very detail oriented. It needs to be very fact checked. That was a weird way of saying it, but it needs to be fact checked. It needs to be double checked. I need to go in and make sure that the work was done properly. My dog is snoring. So the second prompt was organizational commitment and employee engagement. So when everybody commits as a team, it can increase motivation. It can make them feel like they can contribute to the business without having direct involvement. And then it also reduces the turnover because they feel appreciated and they actually feel like their opinions and their voices matter within the business. And that's crucial because it, just reiterating, it increases the motivation and it makes them feel dedicated, and it also provides a sense of loyalty to the team themselves without them feeling like they can be easily replaced. Also, the engagement, it increases the energy and the dedication to the job. So that is my discussion. Thank you and have a nice night.